the hardest scene to film, I think there's a tie. One is more like the technicalities behind the scene, and one is the actual scene. The scene where a nail goes through my hand was technically difficult because we had built out that set where you kind of are underneath the house and then there's this big chunk of house and structure and then pinup is above us. We built that, so we were actually underneath the structure, and I had to stop in the middle of that scene to get the fake, prosthetic nail put in my hand. And so in the middle of the scene, at the height of the scene, you have to pause, and they quickly, we had the most amazing special effects makeup crew, I believe, on the planet. They put this thing on, and I swear to God, a minute and a half. It was so impressive. I just stuck my hand out. But I think the technicalities of having this prosthetic nail in my hand did make it a little bit more clunky to shoot. And then the hardest, I think, emotional scene that we shot would be the final scene of the first film, when we get captured and stabbed. Mostly because that scene was written with this kind of big speech from both of us, and we ended up finding the day before, Courtney Rennie and I felt like it was a little too melodramatic, and so we ended up paring back a lot of the dialogue because it's such a sad scene already. It doesn't really need much, so it was tough to keep it together and be tied to a chair. It's very hard to not be able to move. It was a tough scene because there was a lot of pressure on it, I think.